Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's tutorial we'll be learning how to make our foaming whip body sugar scrubs. Now the ingredients that will be in today's videos is the avocado oil, we use the almond oil, we use the Stephenson whip foaming base soap, and we also use mica powder. As you see, it's the containers, and there's the sugar. Now, I like to make sure that everything is completely organized before I even start the video. This is something that typically works for me. You do not have to follow the exact instructions that I do. Again, this is just something that typically works for me. Follow along. Okay, you guys, first I like to start out by cleaning and sanitizing my workstation. It is always best to make sure that your jars and whatever you are using is completely sanitized. Again, this is something that works for me. I like to use the Clorox wipes. I remember not too long ago, last year, where the Clorox wipes as well as the tissues was completely out of stock. Comment down below and tell me what you all stocked up with, and did you experience that as well as far as the lack of Clorox wipes and tissue. So what I'm doing now is actually cleaning and inside and out the jars to ensure that there's no cross-contamination and just to be all around clean. I always like to make sure that everything is very presentable when it comes down to our customers, so they know they have the best experience. So after I clean and sanitize my area, I like to make sure that I measure all my products out. So that's something that you will not see, but I will tell you the measurements down below. We do start out with our whipped base. It's always best to make sure that you try to get as accurate as possible. I normally use only the Stephenson brand. Again, this is something that works for me. You don't have to normally use it. This is just something that typically it works best. It gives me a good effect when it comes down to washing my hands. We use it in the shower, but always remember it's with this ingredient, I did not use any type of preservative. What I just do is make sure that I take like a spoonful and take it in the shower with me if I want to use it on my body. Or if I'm washing my hands, I always provide like a metal spoon so that there's no introduction of water when it comes down to the sugar scrub. Now, what I'm doing right now is mixing the foaming whipped base. Now, this does double in size, and I typically like to use 1 pound of whipped soap and also 1 pound of sugar. So what you're seeing right now is after 3 minutes of me stirring the whipped base. It's always best to only use that first because you do not want to weigh down the product. The more you whip, the bigger it will get. It will double in size. So it's always best to kind of eye level it. I like to whip my base for about 10 minutes. Again, that's something that's just good for me. I do have a standard hand mixer, so I use it on one for the first 5 minutes, and then I take it and use it for 6 minutes. And again, that's something that works on my end. As you can see below, it did double in size. So what I did is take it on the level 6 of the hand mixer. It is the whip portion of it. Whenever you do whip your soap base, always make sure that you allow air to get into it. That's the only way that it will double in size. If your base does not double in size, that does mean that you have to continue with mixing it up. It does take a lot of work, but hey, the ending product is always best. What I typically like to do is I wait for a little bit because the product has been already stirred together for about 10 minutes. I add my vitamin E and my sugar towards the end. As you can see, I'm adding the vitamin E right now. I kind of eye it. I have been doing this for quite some time, so I know the exact measurements of what I need when it comes down to vitamin E. You don't need a lot. Again, you don't want to put too little as well. It is a great benefit to your skin when it comes down to the sun. I like to measure my sugar out. Again, this is a 1-to-1 ratio. If I'm using 1 pound of body base, whipped foam body base, I do always use 1 pound of sugar. So again, this is something that I follow. If you're using 2 pounds, use 2 pounds of whipped soap base and 2 pounds of sugar. But as far as the vitamin E, you still don't need that much, but just stay tuned. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is kind of mix everything together to make sure that it is incorporated correctly, and then separate this into 3. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so I had separated the whipped soap base in three and incorporated my scent as well as the mica powder. It's I like to work in threes, and it's just something that I typically like to do. I love the colors. The mica powder is very vibrant, so stay tuned for the final look. And there you have it, our finished product.